Good morning, everybody. This is Maniandan, Professor in Electrical Engineering. Today, we are going to discuss about power supply design. That means the regulated power supply design for all kinds of electrical appliances, even the electronic projects need majorly for power supply. Particularly the 5 volt and 12 volt and 9 volt regulated power supply design we are going to discuss today. The first one is the full wave rectifier. This is the this is also one of the power supply, but it is not used widely because there is some kinds of ripples is there. That is the major drawbacks in this kind of rectifier. But anyway, we will discuss about that full wave bridge rectifier as the input is specified here. It's a 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply. It will feed into the step down transformer. The transformer is the static device. It can transfer the energy from primary winding to secondary winding without changing the power frequency. Of course, it will change the power voltage level. Here you see that 230 volt is input AC. It will transferred and reduced from 230 volt AC into 12 volt DC. If you are connected 0 to 6, you will receive only 6 volt. If you are connected 6 to 6, you will receive 12 volt. So the 12 volt AC supply, it will feed it into the diode 1 and 2. So it can be rectified, and it will rectified and unfiltered the DC supply. It will come the in this case of output of full wave rectifier. So we need to add the filtering circuit by addition of capacitor. The C1 is we are added. It will uh, filter and it will produce the pure DC supply. The voltage range here is 12. Of course, here also it will beyond the 12 voltage because the capacitor range is the double the rating of the uh, AC voltage. So approximately here the 24 volt capacitor and 2200 microfarad capacitor, they are fixed. So it will the ripples and everything, there's some noises or everything, it will rectified and it will produce the pure DC supply. The voltage range is beyond the 12 volt because the capacitor, based on the capacitor value, the output voltage has been produced. But our requirement is only the 5 volt DC supply. So we need to add, or we need to regulate the power supply in the particular or constant output, that means the 5 volt. So we need to add one regulator IC, the IC 7805. They are fixed. The IC is contain 3 pins. One is the input and another one is the output. The second pin is the ground. So the input is connected to the first terminal, then positive is connected into the first terminal, the common ground is the negative is connected to the ground. The output is again the positive, the common is connected negative. So the regulated output is the 5 volt DC. If it is after the regulated power supply, again the voltage is not proper, the DC voltage is some kinds of ripple. We need to add 1.1 microfarad capacitor in the output side. It may very helpful to the prevent the ripples, and it will produce the constant output voltage. Apart from that, the transformer selection and diode selection and capacitor selection, IC selections, it is plays the major role in the power supply, because the based on the output current rating we need to design the rectifier output voltage. Based on the current rating, we can design the components, we can select the components. If particularly we need 1 ampere, up to 1 ampere means the diode IN4007, it will support up to 1 ampere. Of course the IC also up to 1 ampere. The transformer you can select 1 ampere obviously. The capacitor is the plays the major role because the based on the ripple factor, Let's have the specific formula, that is the ripple factor y, it should be equal 1 by the square root of 4 into FRC. Based on that, the resistance values and current factors uh, and frequency, based on that we can select the capacitor value. If in the particular design is most suitable for the current rating is 1 ampere. The next we will discuss about the bridge rectifier. Here also the same thing, that 12 voltage ACs we are fed. The first half cycle the diode 1 and diode 3 will be operated. The second half cycle the diode 4 and 2 it will be operated, and it will rectified from the AC supply 12 volt AC supply into DC supply. You see here they are specified the capacitor value of voltage. Here the 12 volt, the minimum the 24 volt is suitable. Here the double the rating of capacitor value must be selected. But here the beyond that, if it is 35 volt is it is not also create any kind of major issues in the circuits. After the rectification process, we are added again the 8075. You see this diagram, they are mentioned clearly. We are mentioned clearly in the pin configuration. One is the positive, and another one, the second is pin number 2 is the negative, and 3 is the output. So based on the difficulties, if we want to add the power supply in all kind of power supply, we need to whether the power supply is on condition or not. The identification purpose, the indicator LED we are fixed. If we are, while we are fixing the indicator LED, we need to add the 470 ohm resistance if the current rating is 1 ampere and voltage is 5 volt. We can add 5 volt. We can add 470 ohm resistor across the LED. So the output should be the constant. This is the operation of bridge rectifier. It may be very helpful for the all kind of electrical apparatus, electronics apparatus and electronic projects, even the TVs and bridge TVs and monitors and tape recorders. It will widely they are used this kind of power supply. Thank you. If any clarification